Who is really raising your kids? Let's do some math today. When I was working on my discipline series, something hit me so hard that I literally got up out of my chair and started pacing around the room. And I am not kidding. I freaked out a little. And all my kids are grown. This may freak you out a little bit too. So I titled this video, Who is Really Raising Your Kids? Welcome to Foundations of Character. I'm Scott Wilkinson, and this is my channel. Now, before I jump in, let me apologize. I made a mistake in my original math. I figured it up in a different video, but it was wrong. I was so stunned by the numbers that my brain just checked out. I couldn't even think straight. I sat there going, surely this cannot be right. So I decided I'd make an additional video after I finished the discipline series, once I stopped breathing in a paper bag. And here's what happened. In one of the discipline videos, I think it was Discipline for Kids, I was trying to figure out how much time parents actually get with their children in a typical day. Now, I'm a martial arts guy, right? And parents bring their kids to me and say, I hear martial arts is great for teaching discipline. And they're right. It is. But I don't have a magic wand. It takes time. It takes repetition. It takes reinforcement. But most kids train 2 times per week for 45 minutes. That gives me, 1.5 hours a week? 6 hours a month? 72 hours per year? 72 hours a year? That's 3 days. I get 3 days to instill discipline in your child over the course of an entire year. Now, don't get me wrong. I am really good at what I do. Really good. I use a lot of psychology in class. I have studied peak performance for decades. I study everything about my students, their body language, their facial expressions, how they walk into the room, how they interact with the other kids, their confidence or their lack of it. And because I'm fully present, I can read a child within a class or two, even when they're brand new. And I get a picture of what that child can become, and then I simply help them take baby steps toward that picture. That's my secret. That's how I do what I do. So I know you can shape character even with limited time. But that got me thinking. If discipline takes time and character takes time, then how much time do parents actually have to teach their kids? So I figured it out. Now listen, I don't know your exact schedule. Your life may be different, but this will give you a very good idea. And you can figure it out for yourself using your own math. And this example is assuming that both parents work. All right, here we go, the math. If you wake your child up at 6 a.m. and for school or daycare, and you leave by 8 a.m., you get about 2 hours in the morning. But let's be honest, those 2 hours are not quality time. Those are order hours. You're just barking orders at them. Get up, get dressed, eat your breakfast, brush your teeth. Your lunch is on the counter. Get in the car. Let's go. It's a lot of orders. Then you work 9 to 5. Your child is in school or daycare that entire time. Then you pick your child up around 5:30 and you get home by 6. Let's say bedtime is at 9:30. That's probably late, but let's go with it anyway, because this is just an example. That gives you about 3.5 hours in the evening. And now let's add it up. You got 2 hours in the morning plus 3.5 hours in the evening. That's 5.5 hours per day. 5 days a week is 27.5 hours per week. Now, if we add Saturday and Sunday, let's generously say you get 12 hours each day. Now we're at 27.5 plus 12 for Saturday plus 12 for Sunday is 51.5 hours a week. Multiply that by 4 weeks and you get 206 hours per month. Now divide that by 24 hours and you get a grand total of 8.6 days per month. You get 8.6 days per month with your child. The rest of the time, they're either asleep or they're with teachers or they're with their peers or they're with screens. So I'll ask again, who is really raising your children? Now here's the truth. Time equals influence. And influence shapes their beliefs, and beliefs shape their character. So who actually has the more influence? Is it you or their teachers at school? Is it you or the other kids in the class? Is it you or the phone in their hand or their tablet? And let's talk about that for a second. If your child has a phone, what apps do they have access to? TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube Shorts? Do you really know what they're seeing on these platforms? Do you know what their friends are telling them? Do you know what worldview is shaping them all day long while you're at work? Here's the scary part. You, the parent, the one who pays the bills, drives them around, feeds them, loves them, and would die for them, you actually get the least amount of time with them. I'm not saying that teachers are the enemy, and I'm not saying that other kids are the enemy. I'm not even saying technology is the enemy. But they all have influence. Sometimes more influence than you do, simply because they get more hours. And look, I'm not trying to scare you. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm trying to wake you up. And now here's the good news, and it's really good news. It's light at the end of the tunnel. You don't necessarily need more time. What you need is more intentional quality time. 5 minutes of present, purposeful parenting beats 5 hours of passive influence. And one meaningful conversation outweighs a whole day of just random noise. One moment of correction, one moment of connection, and one moment of encouragement. Those moments last. Kids remember intentional time. They remember your presence. They remember your voice. They remember your values. And all my years of working with martial arts, parents are kids' favorite people on the planet to spend time with. They would rather spend time with you than anyone else, even if they don't act like it. It's true. So yes, the math is scary, but the solution is simple. Be intentional, be present, be purposeful. If you don't fight for influence, something else will take the influence. Not because it's trying to, but just because that's how things work. So now that you know the numbers, now that you know the truth, let me ask you one final question. If you aren't the primary influence in your child's life, then who is? And are you okay with that? Because at the end of the day, influence always flows to whoever gets the most time. Now, if this shook you a little, that's good, because it shook me too. And if this video opened your eyes even a little, then do one thing for me. Don't let this message stop here. Hit the like button so more parents see it. Share it with a friend who needs his wake-up call. And if you want practical, simple, faith-based tools to build character in your kids, subscribe to Foundations of Character. Because if we want to raise disciplined, confident, God-honoring kids, we can't afford to let the world do it for us. I'll see you in the next video.